Good morning, Delray Beach. I'm Amanda.
And I'm Jamel.
And we are here at the Salt Suite.
Salt and pepper. Yeah, we're here, baby.
I didn't see that one coming. Usually I feel like I see them going, Jim, see that. I have to say, this is such a cool experience.
It's really cool.
I've heard so many people talking about it, and I'm like, oh, yeah, I'll get over there. I am so happy we're here today to get me here because I'm coming back.
Why are you going to come back? Tell me why you're
Okay, first of all, right? I mean, look, no one can find me here. I can hide in here. You feel like you're like, I don't know, you're getting clean salt air in your lungs.
Right.
I mean, they're going to tell you more than I know
No,
about how
we
great
have to
the
learn some more,
benefits are.
I know a lot of people, they look like, oh, is this another gimmick or anything of that sort?
No, there's science behind it.
No, there is a lot of science. I mean, this goes all the way back to the Roman days.
Yep.
You know, and I think I remember at one point they were talking about the miners, the people that was working in the salt mine, just about how healthy their skin was, you know, their breathing, you know, everything of that nature. It helps with a lot of different ailments also that I heard.
Yeah.
Like eczema and things of that nature.
Yeah,
too.
it's great. So we'll have them explain all the benefits.
But you know, the one thing that I do, this salt suite, this has nothing to do with margaritas or anything of that nature. So I'm just
I mean, you could maybe sneak your margarita.
Oh yeah, we're sitting here with a glass.
As we have some One Hope mimosa this morning. But speaking of margaritas and having a good time, what did you do since I've seen you last?
Oh man, well you know my son had his birthday party this weekend.
Happy birthday.
We went on a deep sea fishing trip. It was too rough. I got sick.
Did you really?
Yeah, I got sick. It was supposed to be a 4-hour trip. It lasted 20 minutes.
You ruined his birthday, Jamel.
It
is all your fault.
We'll make up for it. But
yeah.
I think, and besides that, our kids, we had our Blue Blazer event at the Delray Beach Elks the other night. So that was really nice.
What a beautiful event.
You know, partnering with the Elks and having them.
For anybody who doesn't know what that is, can you just give them a little quick?
So basically, the seniors at Atlantic High School on the football team, we try to send them away to college so that these kids leave with a suit. You know, a full suit. They gave them khakis, ties. They gave them a blazer. It was tailored to their size, so that when they go to college, they have different events that they go to. They can look nice and look the part.
That's wonderful.
It was a wonderful event.
And that just shows about the leadership that you and your team have for these kids over at Atlantic High and how the community is coming together to support these kids on and off the field.
Right.
And I think it's very important, all the work you guys are doing, trying to get them into the schools and do all of that and help guide them there. But you're taking it one step further and helping them once they're there, be successful, look professional, and do what needs to be done so they can get to that next level.
I agree. I think sitting talking with these young men is bigger than football for us. You know, it's about life. And I think just using things that happen day to day. Let's say, for example, the situation with Chris Rock and Will Smith this weekend. We had a long conversation with some of our young men the other day because I had a quote that I would share with them. And I would tell them, I would say, hey, listen, you're never judged by what happens to you. You're only judged by how you respond to it.
100%.
You know, so it was a deep conversation, and we got into that whole episode, which everybody's seen that video.
Yeah. Which, listen, there is something to be said about a man who is standing up for his wife, because that was not nice.
I agree.
Maybe he shouldn't have hit him, but.
Right. I agree. If Will would have stepped on stage, just grabbed the microphone. And gave a little history about what was going on with his wife and what his wife been suffering through. And looked at Chris and just said, you know, I really don't appreciate you taking this as a joke. You know, this is something that she's dealing with and that a lot of people in our country are dealing with. So it's not good to tease her. And I think that would have been a nice punch in the face.
Yeah, I think
just
so
with
too.
those words.
I think so too.
Yes.
I think so too.
Yes.
Sarah's applauding his drop the mic moment there. But yeah, I think you're right. And I think it's important to have those conversations with these boys because I think a lot of times people just get angry and lash out. And I think that having those conversations of why that's not the right path.
Do you remember when you were younger and it was just more, they had that little saying, sticks and stones may break my bones, but words would never hurt me.
Words hurt so bad.
They
That's
do.
a lie. Words really hurt.
And they do, but I think they
do.
But we still got to make sure that we don't respond with violence.
I agree, 100%.
You know.
But so other things that happened that were really positive. Well, first of all, I left for the first time in 2 years. Pre-COVID, I traveled a lot. and I haven't because of COVID. So I went to Nashville for part of my daughter's spring break with friends. We had a blast. We did all the cheesy things. Like, we just had a great time. And then I got to come back, and the next day was Savor the Ave. And what a wonderful event. We raised so much money for EJS Project, and it was just so nice to see the town come together again, shut down Atlantic Avenue. The police officers were there on standby, blocking all of the entrances to Atlantic to keep everyone safe. And they had the dump trucks and all the things there. I mean, and it was just a beautiful, and it was amazing to see how every single restaurant did something a little different. They all had their unique spin, and I got to chat with Dupree a little bit. And so should we show them a little sneak peek so they can go next year, because you missed out. Hey guys, we are here at Savor the Ave. I'm gonna walk you down all of the Ave because I know Jamel is missing out on this. He is so busy with everything else. Jamel, I'm here. As most of you know, the DDA puts on this incredible event, and it is all to benefit the EJS Project this year. Woo! Lemongrass! People enjoying themselves and raising money here in Delray Beach. So now we are here to where I am at Death or Glory. So we are here with so many of Delray's finest, including Commissioner Boylston and his beautiful wife Cassidy, my husband, who you never get to see, there's Solomon, and my new friend Zay. So wait, you guys have to see this setup for Death or Glory. I mean, how beautiful, guys. Emerald City was the theme, hence the Dorothy outfit. So here we are, Rose's Daughter and Brulee. Anybody who knows me knows how much I love those two restaurants. Two of my favorite in town. Oh, look, the man of the hour. Mr. Dupree. And you know that EJS Project is something so dear to both Jamel and I. So, you know, we are all for loving on them. Yeah, what are we at now?
This is Cafe Luna Rosa. They got a theme out. I saw a Game Boy. I saw a roller skate.
And look how fabulous everyone looks.
Tape cassette.
What do they need to know about EJS Project?
Well, y'all need to know we out here trying to build and empower tomorrow's leaders. And our kids, their parents live, work, and play in the set, which is Northwest Southwest neighborhood of Delray Beach. A lot of people will label them at risk. I just say they at promise, and I promise to make them the best they possibly can be. And that's a little bit about EJS. We provide group mentoring, out-of-school programming to teenagers in Delray.
So now we are entering, this is Lionfish. I love that everybody has done different things, Dupree, and look how beautiful his table setting is. And it looks like everyone is enjoying their beautiful food.
I love that. No table is the same.
Everyone has their own idea.
All of them are beautiful.
This is a beautiful table.
That's a cool room.
Oh, and you're back. Oh, brand new, just opened, guys. Right here. There's people all over.
What do they call it? The nation's longest dinner table?
Is it? I believe it. So it's incredible, and we are all raising money to help this incredible organization and all of the youth in our town. We need extra love.
I gotta tell y'all this. Y'all not here, but the weather.
It's beautiful.
Beautiful.
Thank you, Angela's. How are you?
How are you?
Look how beautiful. So now we are leaving Vic and Angela's, and we are going to, I'm guessing City Oyster, because there's oysters in here. Oh, photo op. You see, it's all down Atlantic Ave. Woo! Brian Lesser in the house. And it just continues and continues. Okay, so we're at Rocco's Tacos now. It's just an incredible time for an incredible cause. And that's what Delray is about. Having fun, enjoying yourself, but also caring about others, loving our neighbors. I mean, I think that's the definition of Delray. So we've been having a good time here.
No, that looks fun.
I mean, oh, there. I'm talking about here. I mean, we got drink refill.
You know what? While we're here, you know what would have been cool?
What?
If we had a little theme song. Salt and Pepper's here, and we're in effect. Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, so that's what you want our theme song to be.
Okay,
so we'll make sure every time we attend an event, they need to play that song for us.
I'm just thinking about it.
We won't be there. That's in the contract,
Jamel. always have a kind of corny.
That's in our contract. You must play this. That's right.
We need a theme song. Big time.
So yes, I had a ton of fun at Savor. It was amazing to see so many people from town there. But I was talking about here. We're having a drink. We're in this beautiful environment. And now you're going to hear from the experts about the health benefits because they know a lot more than we do about how amazing this place is.
Yes.
So we have Tiffany, who is the Chief Experience Officer, Ryan, the Chief Executive Officer, Denisha, who is the Manager, and Ivana, who is the Salt Therapy Consultant.
You said Chief Experience Officer?
I love it.
Yes.
It is an
It's a salty experience.
It's a salty experience.
I like it. I mean, this is really cool.
Thank you. Thank you.
So how did you guys start doing this? Like, what made you think we need to do this and here in Delray Beach?
It is a wonderful option for Delray. You've got the ocean. So, you know, the on-site people say, oh, we could just go to the ocean. But this is something that's so different.
Right.
It's so much more concentrated. The salt is going into the respiratory tract and into the skin. And it's so good for people everywhere, not only in Delray. But certainly we love being here in Delray and bringing respiratory health, skin health, reducing stress. Who doesn't need that?
I
these
need that.
days?
So I'm going to stay here all day.
Good.
I'm just
You're
gonna
welcome. We'll just
hide.
make it your chair
I'm hiding
today.
behind the
Stay
chair.
right here. And also so wonderful for just endurance. We even have professional athletes here locally. So the Delray Market is a wonderful place for it, folks, especially our chamber that we have here. We appreciate you guys coming, the crew. Just as you see represented here, people are so welcoming in Delray. And that's part of what makes Delray a great market for something like this, because salt therapy is not well known in the United States. Well known, to your point, very well researched, I must say, sir.
Yes.
Very well known in Europe and other areas, but not as well known in the U.S. And because Delray is such a receptive market and so kind to new businesses, it makes it a great market to be.
Well, I have to say, it must be working because you all look fabulous. So if this is how I'm going to look when I leave.
Well, I have to say, too, when I walked in, it was just the energy in the room.
Oh, it's wonderful.
It's wonderful. I think it was the salt. Was it the salt?
It must, I don't know what it was, but you walk into a warm greeting from all of you. It's a beautiful environment. And what I love is you're not seeing it right now, but you have a room for kids also. Can you talk a little bit about that? Because we were chatting, and I thought that was really cool.
We do. It's the exact same therapy that we offer in our adult suites. It's the same machine. It's the same pharmaceutical grade salt, same respiratory and skin benefits for children. We see a lot of children with asthma, eczema to your point, psoriasis, ear infections. We have families that just want the immune support benefit. We've had families say, we didn't get a cold this year. Wow. Salt therapy helps with immune support. And so the children are receiving the same therapy all while they play. They have no idea. The biggest complaint that we get from families comes from the youngest children, and it's when they have to leave. So we'll take it. We'll take it. We take them to the treasure chest. They get a little sticker or toy after they clean up, and they come back the next time.
So what would you think? Oh my gosh, I lost my whole.
Okay, you'll take a sip and you'll remember. It'll come back to you. It'll come back to you. It always comes back with a sip of mimosa.
Yeah.
So, I mean, how long does it take for you to really feel these benefits? Is it?
That was my. See, I think what happened. I took my sip and it was just.
He just projected it into my head, and I just knew what he was thinking.
It was telepathy.
Exactly. That was impressive. I must say. It's usually about 2 to 3 months.
Okay.
At the 2 to 3 month mark, salt has done its work to open up those inflamed areas to help
I
relieve.
feel it happening.
You can.
I feel a little different too. Like I'm not. I mean, maybe it's in my head, but like I do feel a little different, even just sitting in here for the half an hour you've been here.
Right. There's salt in the air, opening up those airways and even in the lungs and the respiratory and helping. We brush our teeth daily. Why not clean out the respiratory tract often?
Right.
For sure.
But at the 2 to 3 month mark, that starts to be a regular occurrence. Doing it once per week.
Once a week.
Once a week.
Okay.
And then from the skin perspective, at that point, we start rebuilding the protective layer. We start getting some T cell support. And that's when it comes into effect of, hey, we're not getting sick as often.
That's
so about a
great.
2 to 3 month mark of 1 session per week.
Now, is this a special type of salt? Because is this the same thing as in my iodized
He wants to put it on
table
his
salt?
on tequila
just,
and have a little.
well, I just,
drink or something.
for our viewers out there, I want to make sure that people just not going into their salt cabinet.
And then poured it in their bathtub and sitting in it.
Well, and Epsom salt is wonderful, right? A nice Epsom salt soak is a beautiful thing.
Right.
I do that too. But you bring up an excellent point because there is a difference. We're using pharmaceutical grade salt, which is pure sodium chloride. It's just like we put into IVs in a pharmacy. Okay. And the beauty there, if someone is using Dead Sea salt for this or Himalayan salt, great for cooking, great for skincare. We sell Dead Sea salt products. We sell Himalayan salt for tequila shot glasses and other things, right? We'll talk later about
I think we need some of those.
Las Catrinas tequila bar. But that's not great for our lungs because it has minerals and other things in it, and that can cause damage. We want pure pharmaceutical grade salt that is ground into something that's 30 times finer than the human hair. Wow. And that's what we're putting into the air to go into your skin and into your lungs.
So in here, are there certain ions that's also being pumped in, with the salt and everything? In
the room, you have done your research.
Just a little bit, depending. Hey, listen, after a couple
When the halo generator grinds the salt, there are ions that are put into the room. And people talk about feeling the energy. Yes. People do say that they feel the energy of those ions in the space and that it is relaxing and calming. Science even shows. There's a scientist who writes that it's an antidepressant. You have 45 minutes of calm for you and that it is a stress reliever and a relaxer. People sleep better when they do salt therapy regularly.
Well, I think when I was digging and doing my research, it was just more of, it was saying that there was a scientist that really started this study because he noticed that a relative of his was working in the salt mines, and his whole life really started to change after a couple weeks working down in the salt mines, just the way his skin was, just the way he was breathing, and he recognized and said, you know what, I'm going to do a study of everybody that's working into those salt mines, and that's what came out of it. So that's cool. Yeah, I was like, wow, this is really, really dope stuff.
1843, you can still tour that mine.
Yeah. Oh,
it still exists, and it is a tour. One day, I have not been, it is in Poland. And one day
cool.
I would love, frankly, to go tour it. Maybe we can make this a Delray Chamber.
Yeah,
I
the chamber can sponsor it and everything.
I love this.
Well, there's a board meeting today. Let's put it on the agenda. We want to go, guys.
I think they should wrap a jet and it should say Delray Beach Chamber.
And off we go.
Goes abroad.
Love it.
Yeah. So,
Sarah said yes.
No, but I think this is one of the first time that I seen it, I was scrolling on Groupon.
Yeah.
And I was like, what is this? Salt sweet? Like, what's going on? Like, oh, this is just another gimmick. And at the time, I just scrolled past it, but as I started seeing it more and more, I started seeing things pop up. I was just like, wow, this is really interesting. Because I know when I go to the beach, when I'm sitting out there, you smell the air, so it does something to you. And a lot of people start also talking, let's say, when you have a sore throat, what do people tell you to do? Gargle with salt water, things of that nature. So, and people tell you, go to the beach, smell the air, it opens up your lungs, it's relaxing. This is a more concentrated, effort here.
And you don't have to battle seagulls or get hot from the sun if it's hot out. Really, you can just sit here and relax. And I bet a lot of people come here, put the headphones on, and just.
Right. It's very relaxing.
It is. It's a very relaxing.
I don't have to worry about getting a tan.
Well, I didn't know. Before coming here, I thought it was gonna be like a float tank, and I thought, oh, you're gonna be like in a salt bath. Which I love. I do those at home. Right. They're wonderful. But this is such a unique, cool experience.
No, I agree. So when you do this, is it groups? How does the packaging work? Like, how does it work when you're becoming a member? Is it a membership? How does that?
We sell single sessions. Okay. We sell packages. We have some folks who are coming in from out of town, right? We are Delray, so we get visitors from out of town, and they may buy a single session or a package if they're going to be in for a while. And of course, we have memberships. Okay. And so for our members, they get the biggest benefit because they're routinely coming, like we talked about at that 2 to 3 month mark, and then they continue coming. We have members that come in once per week. We have members that come in multiple times per week. We have posters honoring certain members on our wall that have already visited 50 times. I mean, we're just now almost April 1st. Wow. And we have members who have visited us 50 times already this year.
Pushing 60.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Wow.
And that really speaks to your level of service and really how phenomenal they're feeling when here. For someone to do anything 50 times, I feel like is in this day and age really says something, because everyone's so busy and there's a million choices. I feel like this would be a cool thing for like a bachelorette party. Yes. Do you do parties and accommodate things like that?
We do. We do children's parties for the children's room,
cute.
Bachelorette parties. This particular suite that we're in seats 7, but we can actually add more chairs if someone wanted to come in. We have a group coming in to do a finance meeting, because if it's all the same group, normally it's quiet and relaxing. But if someone wanted to hold a meeting, we do that. Yeah. To your point, bridal showers, birthday parties, anything, or whether it's just relaxing, we do add facials and spa parties with our skincare line. So we're here to make it fun. We're here to make it something that folks want to do and get the benefit of salt therapy.
So during those sessions, like how long?
So we have 2 options. For folks who are doing the children's suite or the adult suite like we're in today, it's a 45-minute session. Okay. We do have a salt booth, which is a sauna type of environment, because some folks say, I need a quicker salt therapy option. It's the same effectiveness in 15 minutes. And with that therapy, you can add red light, which is great for your skin. You can add infrared, which is great for detox. We have one other therapy that we offer. It's called pulsed electromagnetic field technology.
Ooh, fancy
NASA
sounding.
uses it. It is. Somebody's like,
Wow,
oh, it's like
NASA
woo. I'm like, it is
uses it.
woo. NASA uses it. It's woo. And basically it uses a magnet that helps with blood circulation. So it's great for tissue healing. Think about wounds or just in general circulation for the body.
Oh, that's
So I think that's good, like
incredible.
for rehab for athletes.
Yeah.
Correct. Like body recovery or things
for
of that nature.
sure.
too.
Or
So
you had a
couple-
surgery or something for your body, or new moms. I feel like that would be great for too.
Absolutely.
Your body's healing and you need a little extra.
Salt therapy, opening up. We have athletes that use it to open up the salt part, to open up their respiratory tract. We've had runners tell us that they run faster. We've had professional athletes tell us they recover faster. We've had boxers tell us, don't tell the people at our gym because we want to win, because they recover faster. And then for athletes, the circulation piece too.
I'm just thinking about the different things. So even if it was like having yoga in here, or doing something of that sort.
So
have there been a hot sauna with salt? You guys ever thought about that? Because a sauna, like going into a steamy sauna, is like really opening. But I'm just imagining if that
with the salt.
with the salt and everything.
That's the infrared. So the infrared adds heat.
See, somebody already
So
came
it's
up with that
it's a low temperature, and the beauty of that, like we talked about, there's a benefit in the skin. That's part of the youth part. It rebuilds the protective layer. That's why people look younger when they do salt therapy. So this one does a low heat, so it's detoxing, and then it's opening the airways, it's opening the pores, and so the salt is getting in at a deeper level faster.
Wow.
So I'm hearing all of the great things.
Yeah.
Right. What is that like, say that effect? Have you had any adverse effects or anything have any studies had any adverse effects when it comes to salt therapy?
There have been medical studies and there have been scientific studies. That was one of the big things I wanted to see, because when I first saw it, I was like, wait a minute, frankly, 4 or 5 years ago, I was like, wait a minute. And as I started looking at the scientific studies, there are several that state at the end, we know of no negative side effects or contraindications.
I wanted you to say it because that's what I was researching for, and I didn't see anything else.
Wow. So and I feel like for anything to say there's no negative side effects, I feel like there's negative side effects to pretty much everything, except for drinking water, I guess, is the only other one that I feel like you don't hear much unless you drink like a lot. But I feel like what a cool thing. And like this, I mean, really, I'm not even like kidding. I feel might also be the one hope, but I feel so relaxed. Like this is just a beautiful environment.
No, I agree. Listen, you guys, what is it, 3100 South Federal Highway? That's the address?
And where do people find you? Because you need to come here and check this out. Even just do this single pass and find out for yourself, because I guarantee you'll be back for more. How do they get in touch with you, and where can they sign up?
Absolutely. So we are at 3100 South Federal, 2 lights south of Linton, at the corner of Lindell and South Federal. We are at thesaltsuite.com. If you go to the location page, we're, of course, Delray Beach. Yeah. And, of course, give us a call at 561-316-7258. Thank you, Denise.
Say it one more time.
561-316-7258.
There we go.
Perfect. And do you girls have anything to add about just the experience here? Or even Ryan, if you have anything else that you feel like people need to know that we might have not asked?
Something I feel like everyone can benefit from. In the year that I've been here, I've seen so many people like have ventilators or oxygen, like the little, what are they called? Little tanks that they carry with them. On that, and after a few months of being here, completely get rid of it. Yes, I've had people tell me about they've been coming here for respiratory and then they've actually felt like mentally better. It's been incredible. So this is something for everybody. You definitely should try it.
Have you guys seen, because a lot of people getting COVID and having lung problems more than ever. I've had asthma since I was a kid. So to me, it's really exciting to hear about all of this. But for people who maybe had COVID and their lungs don't feel the same, I bet this is a great option for them to recover.
Yep.
So have you seen a lot of people coming in for those kind of purposes then?
Yes, seen so many people coming in with the long haul COVID side effects, and they've come in here and they're like, I can breathe for the first time, I can smell again for the first time, and it's really incredible. It really is. And people like swear by it. Like anybody that comes here, if you talk to them, they're always like, yes, this is something you need to do. They feel better. And I've actually had people that have stopped coming for a while come back because they were like, they thought that they just didn't need to come anymore. And then they realized, oh, my allergies are getting worse. I'm getting sick again.
Right.
Start back with the salt therapy.
And they're back.
Yes.
Well, you know, also the one thing that I can say is that when I'm thinking about coming, like, oh, it's going to smell so salty. It smells.
No, it doesn't smell salty. It smells
it's
clean.
fresh air. It smells
clean air. Yeah.
The air is fresh. So you really.
No, you're right. Because that's what I was expecting too. I was like, oh, when you're cooking and you put too much salt, you're like, oh, that's salty. That's what I was expecting about it too. You're right, Jamal. You don't smell anything. It's just clean and fresh and.
Well, I can say
relaxing.
this. Not too many salty experiences are good experiences, but this is a great experience. I'm just gonna let you go.
Dad jokes are strong today.
Listen, I'm coming. Look, a couple more.
Dad jokes. We need to get Ryan
Oh,
out.
Ryan's got some dad jokes. Let him out.
Absolutely. You have to. When you have teenagers, you have to have bad jokes.
Oh, man.
That's true. Well, this was wonderful. Thank you so much for having us. I can't wait to come back here and sit for 45 minutes. I'm not telling anybody. I have a very important meeting. I got a meeting.
And it is important for self-care. That is one of the most important meetings you can't have.
100%. Show up for yourself.
I agree. So, contacts and cocktails, are you guys?
Yes, sir. We can't wait to have the Delray Chamber out.
When is it?
Our contacts and cocktails will be April the 21st here at the Salt Suite.
Oh.
We have a couple of other chamber members that are making it extra special. So we'll be here on the 21st. Join us to sample some yummy, yummy food. We're going to have Andy from Las Catrinas share with us today one of the specialties that he has, but he'll have some wonderful nibbles for us. In addition, we have our friends from One Hope Wine.
It's delicious. That's what we've been sipping on. It is great. And look at the bottle, too. I mean, it's beautiful.
It is gorgeous. Wow. And one thing that I do love and appreciate about One Hope Wine is that they give back 10% of their sales to charity partners.
It's huge.
And we have selected with One Hope Wine, and frankly, to give credit, it's their idea and it's a great selection. It matches something near and dear to our heart at the Salt Suite, and it's a chamber member here in Delray. We've chosen Bow Tie for kids. For those not familiar with Bow Tie, it's a Delray chamber member. They work with children who have chronic pain and inflammation. So that's something in the Salt Suite that we also, help reducing pain, the PMF mat that we discussed, salt therapy for anti-inflammation. So that is near and dear to our heart. And thanks to One Hope Wine for helping us give back to that Delray local.
And that organization is also here in Delray?
Yes, it is. It is a local Delray chamber member. So One Hope Wine, a chamber member as well, giving back to another chamber member and giving back to us as a chamber member.
So basically when somebody purchases a bottle.
So at Contacts and Cocktails, when we come and we each buy a bottle of this, 10% is going to go back then to the organization.
Bow Tie. Yes.
Wow.
Yes. So Amanda, you're going to purchase one today, and I'm going to purchase one today. So we'll be the first to purchase.
So thank you to Sophia at One Hope Wine for her generous contributions. And then, of course, we'll be talking to Andy shortly from Las Catrinas for his wonderful food contributions as well. And
I'm really excited about that as well. So
what a wonderful event.
And for everyone who attends our Contacts and Cocktails, they will receive 2 passes to come to the Salt Suite and enjoy lowering their stress, to breathe easy. And frankly, this is a trademark, and this is also it's also our mission, which is changing lives one breath at a time.
I love that.
This is a different experience. I mean, this is something that's out of the box.
I mean, even after seeing the website and everything and preparing to come, I didn't quite grasp how amazing this experience would be. Even just feeling the salt on your feet, like it's just, this is a great time, and like you can lean back in your chair, take a little nap for your 45 minutes.
I think this is nice, and I was telling her when she came in, she has the blue. I mean, just the pop like that. This is really, because you think you're on the beach with the sand.
The one thing we will say though, make sure you wear light color, because otherwise it's you will be a little salty. But it's so we wore white. Maybe try white, but it is. You don't feel like dusty. Like you don't even feel like it's. I don't know. This is just very cool.
And you guys work here every day. Sorry.
I know. You guys are so lucky. Once again, that's why they look so fabulous,
I know,
Jim.
right?
I'm coming here part-time. You need part-time help?
Anytime.
I'll leave.
Lunch break.
What are you doing?
Anytime.
Oh.
And I know a lot of people are. I mean, a lot of times people are crazy about coming down Linton because of traffic and everything. But guess what? The stress that you go through with traffic getting here, when you come in here, it'll be gone.
Yeah, old Dixie come up
That's
and
right.
There you go.
I come the back roads. Yep.
Yep, I agree.
So Contacts and Cocktails, I think, is what, a $30 ticket for non-members?
We'll make sure that
We'll make sure you know
take a look at the
exactly
website.
how much it is to come,
And
because you want to check this one out.
And you'll get basically $90 of value from us at the Salt Suite, plus you'll get some wonderful food, wonderful wine, and 10% will go back to a wonderful charity. So it's a great value.
To be able to sip on some, sip on some nice champs and.
Yes, I mean it doesn't get better than this, guys.
I agree.
Perfect day here in Delray Beach.
I like it.
Well, thank you all for letting us come and joining us on the show today. Yes. And then, were we going to have Andy or Sophia come and pop on real quick? Sure. Yeah. Oh, they don't have boots. Okay, sorry. I'm inviting people in the room. I'm like, make the party even better.
That's what happened when you get in the Salt Suite. You just
when you get in the Salt Suite, you just want all your friends to join in. You want everyone to experience this wonderful experience. I mean, it really is. It's fantastic. And you need to check it out at least once, because it's worth it.
And a good time too to come, because you can knock out 2 birds with 1 stone. The Contacts and Cocktails.
Exactly.
Make it a networking experience. You can come in and also buy a bottle.
Yes. Well, you could work on your business and then relax after you did all that networking.
Yes.
We've met wonderful folks, and it's been fabulous. Wonderful connections at the Contacts and Cocktails.
Oh, it is. I mean, I have to say, the chamber is just wonderful, and so many great people. What is this, Andy? I'm glad we invited you in, sir. Wow.
Okay,
thank you. I'll let you hold this here. I'll take your cup.
This is one of our featured desserts. It's called Felicidad de Platanos, or Banana Bliss, Happy Bananas.
Wow.
It's a chocolate chip banana bread with kuo in it, a scoop of Lily's handmade Dusty Monkey ice cream from just up the road here in Delray Beach.
Dusty Monkey.
And our own, and that's a banana ice cream with pieces of cinnamon biscuit in it. Ooh. And then our own house-made whipped cream, which is also infused with Kahlua, along with our house-made caramel sauce.
Okay, so Andy, where can we find this? Because we need this in our lives.
Yes, you do.
I'll hold the plate.
Oh,
so Las Catrinas is located at 3035 South Federal Highway.
Okay.
In the plaza where Planet Fitness and Walmart are, right
Oh,
here
good.
on
So you
Central
can come
Highway.
and eat, exercise, and then come eat some more.
Correct. We everything is made fresh every day. Our sauces are made fresh.
Keep asking
every day.
questions. Go ahead.
Guacamole.
Gone. It's gonna be gone.
He's busy eating, and that's a good thing. How is it, by the way?
Delicious. Muy delicioso.
I mean, he's going back for more, so that's a good sign always.
Okay. We do modern takes on Mexican. Everything is made fresh every day. Our guacamole, our salsa. We get a lot of local purveyors. Our tortillas come from a tortilla maker in Lake Worth. We fry our tortilla chips every day for our chips and salsa and our chips that go with our guacamole. Last Saturday, we had our first salsa night. We had a salsa DJ. Lots of folks were in. We'll be doing that every couple Saturdays. It will be on our website and also on our Facebook and Instagram pages. We're going to start doing in a few weeks Rock and Taco Thursdays with taco specials and classic rock. We have more than 65 tequilas on our back bar, because we also are a tequila bar.
We need those shot glasses from here. Bring them over there.
Take your shot glasses, bring them over. We'll fill them up. And we're adding more every day. We are actually adding 3 more today from our suppliers, and a few more in the next few weeks. We're adding some new drinks, including next week we're adding a smoked Añejo Tequila Old Fashioned. So think instead of bourbon, tequila, which is very good for you because it's the only alcohol that's a stimulant, not a depressant.
You know what? See, I love these things. 1 week we're out at Warren with the whiskey.
Yeah. Next we have some.
Now we have some tequila.
We have some bubbles. Then we get some tequila.
That stuff.
Absolutely.
great.
And then this is one of 2 house specialty desserts. The other one is an award-winning chocolate chip cookie. It has 3 nuts and 2 alcohols in it. It is a sandwich that's made with
Hold up, 3 nuts and 2 alcohols.
2 alcohols, yeah.
Okay,
Cookies with
I'm going out there to get the cookies.
He's abandoning ship. Abandon ship. Everyone run.
What makes them Mexican is the alcohol's cool.
Wow.
And we put that around a scoop of Lily's Dulce de Leche ice cream, the same caramel, the same Kahlua-infused whipped cream.
Yum.
Oh my gosh. I love it.
This is great. Good thing there's so many chamber members all in a row here. You can go and eat yourself silly, exercise at Planet
You ever wanted to
Fitness,
change your
and then
ethnicity? I
come
wanna be
here and
Mexican.
just. Oh.
You are when you walk in the door. Everybody.
There you go.
He's gonna be dancing. Don't give this man too much tequila. It gets real crazy. That is so wonderful. And then we can't wait to try the food at Contacts and Cocktails.
Yes.
Cocktails. We're going to bring we're going to make some special stuff as well as a few of our regular specialties, but everything is exceptional.
And where are you guys located so far?
Again, 3035 South Federal Highway, so we're right in the plaza, right next to Planet Fitness. And we also, by the way, the owners of our restaurant also own the pizza place next door, Ciao Bella.
Wow.
And Ciao Bella just won Best Pizza in Delray. It's a thin crust New York style pizza that is phenomenal.
We're going on a food tour.
I think we do.
You just go back and forth.
Delray Morning
between
Live
Italian
food
and
tour.
Mexican, you know.
I think that we need to make that happen.
I think we should. Yep.
Well, thank you so
Thank
much.
you. Thank you so much for allowing
Thank
us
you.
to come on.
This is
and
delicious.
I know.
Try something. There
Okay,
you go.
I'll
Now
trade
I'll hold
you.
your
Now
glass.
you hold mine.
There you go.
Thank you. This is beautiful.
This is really good.
I feel so bad you're holding it while we eat this in
That's-
front of you. We need to get a 3rd spoon.
Full service.
Wow, seriously. I need the service at my house, Salmon. That is good.
It is good.
Oh my God, that's dangerous.
So you said it has Kahlua in that as well?
Kahlua in the whipped cream, Kahlua in the banana
Oh
bread.
my
Then there's
God.
rum in there's
And
rum
one
sauce
thing-
there?
And we make our own hot sauce there as well.
Ooh.
The hot sauce, I have a sample of that out in the lobby.
I'm
It's
a little
both
spicier
sweet
than that.
and hot. And so our secret recipe that we created, we make that once a week, and we'll be selling that actually in little containers to go soon.
Yum.
The other thing that you need to know about that dessert, all of our desserts, is there are no calories. We bake the calories out. So
In that case,
He's like, as he just scrapes it all like a cartoon character in his mouth. Thank you
enjoy.
so very
Thank you so much for having us.
This
thank
was
you.
wonderful.
Thank you for having us
Wow.
and feeding us.
This is great.
Yeah.
Can we get this kind of, we need this show to be 7 days a week. And,
I know, right?
Come here.
I'm stealing this.
Yeah, I think you should. Thank you. You should try it. That is incredible. Everyone needs to come and try this. And then, so we have one more guest to speak with today. I mean, we're just going to keep this party going.
this party going.
Thank you so much,
Turn
guys,
up.
for coming on. So next, we have Elizabeth Floyd, the president and CEO of MC Elite Management Service. Hi, how are you?
Like everyone got the right one.
We
Yes.
did. We're all doing good, so that we forget
Coordinated on
a
the
little
way here.
salty. It doesn't matter. This
Yes.
is so much fun. So I'm excited to hear about your business, especially with the housing market being crazy here, and people are gobbling up places to have
Swarming
rentals.
from New York and New Jersey.
Yes. How can they work with you, and what kind of services does your business provide?
So we actually have a full concierge property management company, which means that, well, first of all, we don't do rentals or Airbnbs or anything like that. That's probably one of the first questions that we're asked. But turnkey concierge, as in we completely tailor what we do to what the homeowner wants and their home specifically.
Okay.
So it can be anything from someone that owns, a condo that's not here. They want it open, closed, weekly home inspections. We've helped actually a lot of homeowners that are, excuse me, coming to Florida, kind of educate them on owning a house in a tropical climate, because not a lot of people understand that.
different.
A lot of people who own a condo or a second, third home, they're used to locking the door and coming back 3 months later. And down here, as you know, mold starts to grow within 3 days on any standing water surface. So Included in our weekly home inspections, we'll do, flush out the toilets, run the water, empty the P-traps, make sure the pool is good, the AC filters are changed, everything is more on like a preventative maintenance schedule. And again, this is according to what the client wants specifically. So we'll give them, a checklist of, here's everything we recommend, pick what you want, what you're comfortable with, start your car, we'll fuel it up. Everything from, especially with our larger clients, a lot of them have private jets and car services and things like that. So we'll have their car fueled up and on the tarmac when their plane lands, lights on, refrigerator stocked, anything that you can possibly think of. It's when they come home, they're home. They don't have to come in and open it.
Wow, that's a cool idea.
I think that's huge because especially like you hear horror stories about people who live in like condo buildings and water leaks and stuff because they haven't been there for 9 months. So I think having someone like you who could come in, make sure everything's good and check on things, and then also have the service of, okay, I'm coming back. I just want to show up and be comfortable, and you can make that happen.
Absolutely.
I remember also when I was in high school, our football coach used to have friends that would only, they were only come down here at certain times of the year, but they weren't here during hurricane season.
Yeah.
So he would say, hey, we'll take the whole football team, we'll go to all these homes and take all the lawn furniture, pile everything up. Even while they weren't here, we were cutting the grass.
Yeah.
And now basically, on a different scale, you guys are doing that on a larger scale, on a professional level. That is really quite. I mean, I knew the service was needed, but I didn't know you guys took it to that extent.
That's amazing.
And also, too, you referenced hurricanes, so that's another huge thing is hurricane preparedness. We'll have a plan specifically for each homeowner according to what they have on the property. Some people have, pool furniture all over the place. Other people have a grill that needs to come inside. So we have a manual for each house, and it's very specifically tailored to their house. So an account representative will go and follow that checklist, follow what's in their manual according to what they want and what they're comfortable with. So it's not just kind of a flat across the board.
Right.
We have clients all the way from Jupiter with a small, 1,200 square foot condo to a 25,000 square foot house on the island. So we can service any range of homes or properties.
Wow. How do people get in touch with you? Because I think this is something a lot of people really need and don't realize exists. Because I know a lot of people that go back and forth, and they're constantly worried, or they'll put their storm shutters up the whole time they're gone, and then they're, and it looks bad for the other people in the neighborhood. In my neighborhood, I have an HOA neighborhood, and some people have these shutters up for 6 months, and it's like you drive by, and it's awful looking. So I'm going to need some of your cards to just drop on their doorstep for you, because
Please
to have
do this,
someone like you who can come and say, okay, now there's an actual hurricane coming, now we'll get the house protected instead of it sitting like that, molding for 6 months.
Yeah. Getting in touch with us, a lot of our clientele right now is referrals.
Okay.
People's houses are very private to them, and that's something that we completely respect. All of my staff are all, background check vetted. All my vendors are background check vetted. Insurance, we're fully licensed, bonded, and insured. So that is kind of peace of mind for them. But it's right now, we've probably gotten 90% of our business off of referrals.
Wow. That speaks to the level of service that you're providing. Because people aren't going to tell somebody to come into their friend's home if they're having a bad experience.
This is dope.
Wow. Absolutely. So how long have you guys been doing this?
We've been in business for 2 years. I've been in the industry for 12 years. I was a private estate manager for multiple years, lived all over the place, lived Florida, South Florida, Chicago, Hawaii. I actually did a stint in Saudi Arabia with the royal family. Wow. And ended up back down here. And this was always kind of like my passion from an owner's perspective, because I was their estate manager, I was their representative. And I dealt with property management companies all over the United States, in Aspen, in Michigan, Colorado. And even up in Montana. And my experience with them was that they knew houses, but they didn't know the clientele. Right. They didn't know these people. They didn't know the level of expectation. So that was always kind of my goal, to do that and to come at it from a very different perspective. So I know these people, I know what they want. I am an owner's representative. I can speak on their behalf. And so that's how we started. That was the big epiphany of 2020. I think everyone had one.
Yeah, for sure.
Starting a business was mine. But yeah, it's been fantastic so far, and we've been able to help a lot of people out, and it's doing really well.
Great. So where can people find you who might need your services or know somebody? Everybody knows somebody who's a snowbird, so maybe you have a friend and you're like, oh, this sounds perfect for them. How can they get in touch with you?
We have an Instagram page, a Facebook page. We actually have an office over on Linton and Congress. So if we do need to meet with someone in person, a lot of this stuff is done at the client's home.
Sure.
Which is why I can't host you guys at my office. I would love to.
Perfect place
this is
to
beautiful.
come and relax,
I know,
right?
Amazing. Yeah.
So what's the name of what's the name of the website or the?
It's mcelitemanagement.com.
Okay. Easy enough.
Yeah.
And I mean, this really is, I think this is one of those things that so many people don't realize they need until there's a problem.
So there's a problem.
So you can solve this problem before it becomes a problem by hiring you.
But at the same time, it might be a headache for a lot of people. So it's a stress. And, it's something that they don't even have to worry about. Like, you can go ahead and plan a vacation for a week or two and understand that your home is going to be taken care of, while you're gone.
You're gone 6 months and you want to make sure your house is okay.
You want to, even if you're going for a month and then while you decide to go away, it's like, oh my gosh, there's a hurricane about to hit Florida.
Right.
What do I have to do?
Well, and even to that extent too, if you tell us you're leaving or coming, or usually we have dates in the calendar of when our clients are coming and going, so that we have the property up to their specifications when they arrive. And that being said, we can book you a car service from the airport. We have, me personally, I have connections in the yachting industry, so as far as like putting you in contact with that. Private jets, that's another huge thing that we interact a lot with if they don't have a membership like NetJets or something like that. I have pretty close affiliations with a lot of brokers in the area. So we are a full concierge service when it comes to that.
Well, I can't say this is a first time thing. You know what the first time is? This is the first time we have somebody on the show that I cannot take advantage of their services. I know that for sure. I know that for sure.
Well, you know somebody who needs your services.
So I'm sitting up here thinking like I'm trying to, because the way my bank account's set up, I just don't have enough zeros to make it happen. But
we can check your mail.
There you go.
Oh, man.
That's actually how a lot of our clients start. I need my mail checked and forwarded when I'm away.
Yeah.
And I need someone to take a look
So
around.
you can do services like even that level. It doesn't. You don't have to have the jet and the yacht to come and work with you. Somebody who just needs, no, really though, but some people need their mail checked, or they need to know, hey, can someone just that I can trust go and check on my house and make sure there's no flood or even after a hurricane, no damage.
Right.
So those services you can provide as well. It doesn't have to be this top tier 1% jet owner. It could be somebody who's just going away.
And I'm saying that even if you have a elderly
loved
one, and he was like, you know what, can you guys just go over there and check the mail or check on, or do a welfare check or whatever it may be.
So we do have
I'm just throwing services your way. I don't know.
Just trying to make sure
but I'm just saying that.
they don't have to. You don't have to have a jet to be able to work together.
Right.
Our smallest client, all we do for them is a weekly walk through. It's a checklist, home inspection, and we'll send it to them. It's all sent, securely through. We usually share files with the client so they can see what's going on. That's pretty much all we do for them. They have a brand new house that's under warranty, so there's not a lot that goes wrong. But it's preventative maintenance.
Yes,
and then
absolutely.
If we do see something wrong, we recommend a vendor. Then we're there for the vendor to
take
perform.
care of that.
Exactly.
Great.
Yeah.
I
So
love it.
yeah, you don't have to have a massive house with lots of stuff and the jet setter lifestyle. It is the full range.
But if you should, that's something that you're able to handle as well. Which I think it really does speak to you and your business and how you really can, like you said, cater to each and every client what their specific needs are. It's not a one-size-fits-all. Here's what we do. Oh, sorry, you don't have 20 bedrooms. You still got to pay me for the 20. You can handle each and every house, which I think is fantastic.
That's a cool concept.
Yeah.
It's really neat.
Well, we're excited to have you here and be able to offer these services for people in Delray Beach.
Of course. And we're a vendor at a very large charity event down in Fort Lauderdale next weekend on April 2nd.
Great.
Ticket link is on our website. We'll give you a discount if you send us a DM.
Wonderful.
It's the Wheels, Wings, and Fashion. So it is a private hangar. Are you going to be there?
Well, so I've been to the last 3 that they had at the Boca Airport.
Right. They moved
with Victor.
Yeah.
Victor used to put on that
He still
event.
is.
He still
Yeah,
is?
yep.
Okay, yeah, that's an
he's a
awesome,
friend of
that's
mine.
one of my favorite events to actually go to.
Well,
one
you
of my
should
favorite
come.
fundraisers.
You should
That's a nice
absolutely
event.
come.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Sounds like
we'll
a
be a
good
It's
vendor
a good event.
there.
It's a good event. It's a
You
good
know,
event.
anything fashion related, I'm like,
Yeah, it's been a nice. He does a big time production.
And it'll be all private jets, exotic cars, a lot of fashion. They're doing a runway show. They have an artist that they haven't revealed yet. But we'll have a booth there. We're also going to be serving some champagne. So please stop by.
She know how to get us.
That's right. She's like, fashion, champagne, and we're up, we're ready, let's go. We'll wait.
Yep.
And then what is your Instagram? Because I know you said you do a lot on Instagram. So just for people who are.
It's the same. It's at MC Elite Management.
Easy, guys.
Very easy.
You can find them on all the different platforms. And thank you so much for coming and spending the morning with us. And thank you for these services. This is wonderful. This is fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
Thank you.
Lovely meeting you guys.
Wow, what a great show.
It was.
I have to say, every single week we learn something new. We meet new cool people. Delray is just the best.
You know the great thing about it too? People are always talking about giving back.
Yes.
You see, we're in here talking about their business and trying to get people to patronize their business. And they're talking about what they're doing to give back to other nonprofits.
That's what makes it so special here. We all care about each other, love each other, and try to help.
Right, I agree. And I went through.
I feel like if you don't, you kind of go to another town.
I agree. You have to. I mean, just.
Because that's what we're for here in Delray Beach.
Yes.
Well, Jamel, I don't know. This is kind of.
Thank you very much for joining us. Have a Delray day. We love you. Peace.